If you are under the age of 18 and are watching this video, please stop now. This content is not intended for you. Hey everybody, it's TMIKA and I am here to share with you guys some paper I received from Kim. Kim Murray is the owner of Salty Beach Scrapper Designs, and she contacted me and said that she has designed a shabby chic paper and she wanted me to try it out. So this is what I'm doing here today. She also has another digital paper. It's a bee paper collection, super cute. I'll put all of the information that you need to contact her and or view her digital designs down below in the description box. So this is what I received in the mail. Of course, she also sent some extras, and this is what she sends to her design team members. So she sent me some as well. So thank you. She sent some velvet ribbon, 3 colors, pink, red, and cream. Really pretty. And then she also sent some other goodies here. There's some like baby pink ribbon in 2 different sizes. And then there's also some lace that she sent. Also, there's this little Santa charm and some snowflake flat back pearls. So those are included, and those are the extras that she gives to her design team members. Also, she has some of these, I don't know, they're like fabric snowflakes. That's what it is, fabric snowflakes. And they're in silver and gold. Nope, it's not. Yes, it's fabric snowflakes, but it's a trim. How cute. Because you can definitely take these apart and use them individually as well. How cute is that? Really, really pretty. So we have that. And of course, when you get her paper, you won't get those extras. But she just sent them to us to use. And let's get into this paper. She did do a video showing how the paper would look, but nothing is like seeing it in person. Ooh. That it is. So cute. All right. It's The Beauty of Christmas. And again, it is designed by Kim Murray. Look how cute. It's an 8x8. So I'm going to get this open. All right. So this is the cover. Of course, you know, that just shows all of the papers individually. And on the back, you have these really pretty elements. I'm just going to move that out the way so it does not provide a distraction. But these are the elements on the back. How pretty. You can fussy cut those out. One thing I like about this already, besides the fact that it's shabby and Christmas, is that she put the elements on the back of the paper that we're not going to probably use. I know some people use these little cutouts sometime, but more than likely we're not. So thank you. That is awesome. Nothing like getting a paper pad. You can't decide on which side to use, or you don't want to cut this out because one side has good stuff on it. And the paper is double-sided. So look how cute that is. So pretty. And then you get 2 sheets, and this is the back. Beautiful collage. Really, really cute. So you have that. Just put one side there. The next 2, one side is like package envelopes. And this is the other side. It's a cute little doily in this corner. Lots of script. Really, really pretty. We have this 3rd set. Love that. So cute. Got a damask in the background. And on the back, ooh, full of all of the damask. Really cute. That's the 3rd set. And then we have the 4th one here. All these beautiful lanterns. Really, really pretty. This is kind of a muted, like a blush. Really cute. All the Christmas tree wreaths on the back. Here's the next set of 2. Really vibrant colors. Super pretty. Cute. Love. Very, very pretty. And then here is the last set. That's what that looks like. Candles and more tree and presents. And then this is a sheet of journaling. I'm not journaling. Yeah, you can use it for journaling, but die cuts. May your heart be filled with cheer, joy to the world, jingle all the way. 'Tis the season. Have a holly jolly Christmas. Very cute. I love that one. So pretty. So that is what the papers look like from Kim. And I will go ahead and make what I'm going to make, and we'll be back with the finished product. All right, see you soon in your world. It's probably going to be a couple hours for me. All right, bye. All right, guys, you saw the paper before, and I'm so excited to share with you what I created. I love it. It brings me back to my shabby home. Oh my gosh, it is so, so pretty. So, so shabby. Look at that. Look at that paper. This is my absolute favorite sheet. That is so gorgeous. I opted not to put a little charm there because I had this plethora of lace on the front. Super, super cute. That'll act as just a little extra elegance, a little shabby elegance. And then I have the little snowflakes there. And then that's just holding the center of the ribbons. Super cute. And then I covered my base in, so this album is 6 3/4 by 4 3/4. So quick and easy mini album. You'll see the tutorial at the end of this video as far as how to put the base together. So I covered the album first in this stretchy, like a cream, it's not cream, it's a beige maybe color lace, and it went with the roses that's in there. Then I popped this up on back this paper up here with some chipboard, and then I layered more lace around the edges, all around here, the top and the bottom. And then I added some pom-pom trim on the side. I mean, I just wanted a full shabby just look for this. And then I incorporated a shaker on top that I made. I just cut out a shape on my silhouette, and I cut it out several times to create a shaker. And this mix is gorgeous, honey. Like, I love this mix. It matches the album perfectly. And then I cut out one of her sentiments here. She has, I made it into a sentiment, I guess. It's really a journaling card. But you can use, you know, parts of it. And that's what I did. Cut out winter blessings. Backed it up on some white cardstock. And then added it to the edge of the shaker there. It's so pretty. So, I just love it. So pretty. And then when you open it, I have the inside that I'm going to use for journaling the year, my thoughts during this time or during this season, and because it's essence of Christmas here, and that's what I'm going to use for that. I did fussy cut out some of the items from the collection and place them on the corners just to save myself some space. And as you can see, look how that looks, all fluffy. I love that. So each of the pages, so we'll go through the pages. You guys saw all of the beautiful colors just literally a minute ago. Aren't they so cute? And this is the back. Finish up my thoughts, what I, you know, things I want to put back here. And then all of the pages have excerpt have a journaling spot in here where you can either put a photo or some more journaling on your book, so that slides in there nicely. All of the tops have that pom-pom trim. So super, super cute. I think this turned out so adorable. And that's the back. So I didn't want to put a closure on it. And the extra more ribbon down here would just be too much. Sometimes less is more, and this is definitely one of those times. So if you enjoyed this mini album, please definitely take a second to like it, leave a comment, let me know what you think, and do check out Kim Murray and her designs, where you can find her. All of that information will be down below in the description box. Now, stay tuned for the tutorial. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section down below. All right, we're going to start out with 3 pieces of heavyweight chipboard. I will link this chipboard down below in the description box. It's the chipboard that I always use when I'm making mini albums. We'll need 2 pieces cut at 4 3/4 by 6 3/4, and then 1 piece cut at 4 3/4 by 2. And we're going to wrap this chipboard in cardstock. My base will be white, and I'm using 110-pound weight cardstock. And I'm going to grab some double-sided tape to connect these 2 pieces together. I'm using 1-inch double-sided tape. You can use a 1/2 inch, or you can do the 1-inch or 1/2 inch twice if you want to make it wide. But you just need enough to connect the 2 pieces together. And you want to make sure you're even at the bottom. And then you go ahead and secure that. I'm just going to use my bone folder here. All right, so that's connected. We're going to move that out the way for a quick second. We're going to take our chipboard and we're going to cover the back. So I'm going to grab again my double-sided tape, and you want to make sure that you get a heavy coat on your chipboard so that it stays onto the wrap and it lasts a long time without cracking. So don't skimp on the tape. And I will clean up all of these edges once I get this on here. I do love tear tape. So I can go a little bit quicker, but I always just go back and clean up my tape. Whoops. So we're just going to go ahead and do that for both of the large ones and the small one. In between my pieces, I'm going to add a smaller or thinner tape, or more narrower tape, just to make sure I get full coverage. I'm going to go over all of this with my bone folder, and I'm going to clean up my overage. Then I'm going to go ahead and remove the tape from my spine. I always like starting out with my spine because I can build out the other 2 pieces when I get done. But I also want to make sure the spine is lined up with the outer line out on the outside of the mini album. So I always try my best to center that as best I can. And then I grab my larger pieces and fit them to either side of my spine. Now I'm going to butt this up against the chipboard piece, leaving a little bit of a space about the width of the chipboard. And I'm going to do that to both sides. You can use a spare piece or offcut of your chipboard if you don't want to eyeball this. And I'm just going to take my bone folder and go along the perimeter of my paper and chipboard to kind of help break up the fibers. And then I'm going to cut off the extra on the sides and the bottom, leaving about 1 inch or so around the perimeter. Right now you want to roll over or fold over these edges gently. That. And then you want to add tape all around the perimeter. And you want to make sure you give that a good crease. All right, and then you want to miter the corners where these folds intersect. you want to go at a little bit of an angle and cut off the excess. You want to leave a little bit of a space here so that you can fold the paper over onto that corner. So I use the intersecting marks as my guide. Take the tape off the ends and fold over. And I just give that a light press. And now you can take the tape off the longer sides and fold those over as well. I try to start in the middle if it's super long like this, and then try to coerce it over, kind of like that. All right, and this is what you should have. Your spine should be center this connection piece on the back. All right, so now you want to gently tip up your ends just a little bit so you can know where that is. Just a little. Don't do anything else. Then we're going to lay the inside of the paper, the lining. All right, I have 2 sheets of paper for my lining cut down to 4 3/4 by 11, and then the other one is 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. So we're going to go ahead and add adhesive to the back of both of these papers. All right, I've taken the tape off the back, and I'm going to line this up on the inside, and I'm concentrating mostly on the edges. Make sure that they line up on the edges, and then they also line up at the top and bottom. It's a perfect fit. And this other piece, I'm going to concentrate on the right end. Again, top, bottom, and line that up as well. All right, you should have something that looks like this. Now what we're going to do is we're going to gently fold over just a little bit to see where our spine is, and go over that crease really lightly so we can avoid tearing our mini album cover. And then boom, that should look like that. Do the same thing to the other side. Fold over my crease just a little. And I have some tape that just being really stubborn, but that's okay. That's going to be covered up. And then that should fold just like this. How stinking cute is that? Sidebar, I just noticed that I picked up the wrong piece of chipboard. So this chipboard is cut at 3 inches right here. Don't do that. Do the measurements that I said, but mine would just be a little wider than yours. Yours will be normal size, which it should be. So this is a example of a class that I taught, and this is a 2-inch spine, and this is a 3-inch spine. See the difference? Not much, but yeah, we're gonna roll with it. I just will have a few extra pages, and then now we're gonna work on our flanges. Your flanges are, if you're making a 2-inch spine, you'll need these 2 measurements. So 4.5 by 3 1/8, and then you need another piece at 4.5 by 2 3/8. Now, if you are making a larger spine, like I have to, since I've already done mine, you'll need it cut to 4.5 by 3 7/8. And then we're going to score at 1 inch on both sides for your pieces. 1 inch, flip it, 1 inch, and do the same thing. All right, fold over all of your edges and give it a crease with your bone folder. All right, for your pieces, your flanges, you want to layer them on the inside of each other. So this small piece, which everyone will need, goes into this medium piece. Then you want to line it up right at the top and make sure you got that straight. Line it up at the bottom and secure all of the pieces together. Now these are the only two that you need if you're doing the measurements that I gave you for the 2-inch. If you want to do what I'm having to do, since I cut my spine down to 3 inches, then you'll need this piece, and these two just insert inside there. So again, I will center and match. Then on the back of yours, whether you're doing a 2 or 3 inch, you just take your back piece and add tape to the back in the center, like you did the other ones, and adhere that down. I did over on purpose because I want to make sure that I cover this whole back. So now we're going to, so if you're doing the 2, this is what yours should look like. If you're doing a 3-inch spine, more room, more pages, or if you want a chunky mini, you can probably do, this will work for that as well. We're going to add tape to the whole side of this here, this back piece. Whatever your back piece is, whatever size your back piece is, that's where you're going to add your tape. So now you're going to do this for all of the pieces, whether you have 2 or 4. Add tape to the back, the back, the back, all of the backs of all of your pieces. Okay, go ahead and miter this corner just a little bit. You're probably going to work on our pages. I'm taking an 8.5 by 11 sheet of 120-pound cardstock. I'm going to cut this down to 6.5 by 11. Slide that over a 1/4 inch so we can score at a 1/4 inch on the end, just like so. Make sure I get that right there. All right, and then we want to cut down to 5 inches, and then another piece at 5 inches. All right, and we want to score, slide this down. We're going to score this at 4.5. And we're going to do the same thing for the other piece. We're going to score that at 4.5 on the 5-inch side. I want to fold over all of our score marks and give it a press with the bone folder. And do that for both pieces. Just like so. All right, take your scissors and we're going to cut off this little triangle. Oops, got some extra tape here. We're going to miter this corner. Just like so. We're going to miter this one on the end too. The same for this one. So essentially we're cutting out that little triangle. Miter the tips. I didn't do that one. Miter that tip. All right. So now I'm going to take some thin tape and I'm going to just fold over this tiny little edge. I'm going to do that for both of the pieces. Press it down. And this is just so we can have a clean edge when you're inserting your tags that go on the inside. People can go in and out without having to feel like they're going to cut themselves on sharp cardstock. All right, so now you should have these two pieces with the ends folded over. All right, so now we're going to add some tape to the backs of these pieces, these flaps, just to the back there. So like this, we're going to be opposite, so they line like this. So line up one piece of the paper that does not have the flange on it to the opposite side that does have the flange on it. Okay, and you can secure that. All right, and we're gonna add a piece of tape to this left side down here. Give that a press. And now we can add it to our flange. I just want to make sure I had this right for you guys. So I already did one. So we're going to go ahead and miter off this end. And then add tape. Take our page, remove this tape. You have the tape removed at the top of the flange. We're going to line this up with the side that does not have tape with the flange. Close that up like so. Secure that. And then you're going to secure these two at the same time. Don't cross over the score mark, and secure the top as well. There and there. And then you should have your page that goes in there. Everything's all neat and tidy. All right, so repeat that for the rest of the steps. Now that you have all your pages done, whether you have 4 or you have 6 like I do, remember the 6 came because I added the wrong piece of chipboard. So I added a 3-piece or 3-inch spine instead of the 2-inch spine. But all of the measurements are still the same that I'm giving you for the 2. And I gave the ones who wanted to make a 3-inch those measurements as well. So you want to take your tape off and you want to line it up with the center of your spine here. There should be a little bit of a room, maybe about 1/8 of an inch or so. Make sure that's lined up the way I want it. I'm just going to move it over just a little. I lightly place it before I actually place it down, just so I can make sure that's where I want it to be. Make sure it's straight. Yep, it is. And then I open up my pages and I just slide my finger in between just to make sure everything sits first. And then I go ahead and with my bone folder so it doesn't move while I'm placing it. And that's how you attach your pages. That's how you make your mini album base, your chipboard covers. Looks really cool. So I just have extra room to do what I want to do. So that's the tutorial, guys. And we'll flip back over to the finished product. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.